Hey guys, Tyre here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Elst Outskirts. Playing today spawning in the north we have Ashablois playing as Soviets, straight away locking into airborne troops. Teaming up with him is cblanco, also playing as Soviets, who has guard motor coordination, airborne troops, and mechanized support. Facing off against him in the south we have Askim, playing as OKW, and his loader is Firestorm. Ground offensive, and Overwatch. Teaming up with him is Mixwell. Thanks Elst there, who has mechanized assault, human infantry, and Jaeger armor. In terms of ranks, random team here. I think both these players around rank 35 random with their respective factions. Range team here. Around rank 75. Okay, so we did see an early wire off here, but a bit of counter wire. By wiring off both doors, that means you can get in from either side. Pioneers trying to hide from this building, making use of that line of sight blocker from the fence, closing the distance down on the combat engineers. They did come down the road for quite some time though, took a bit of damage on approach. Should allow these two conscripts to force them away without too many issues. Got a second squad of stern pioneers as well by Askim, a little bit unusual. In fact, he's gone for 3 of them. Wow. Makes me wonder if we're going to see Firestorm. Maybe he's going to get some flamethrowers on later. But yeah, unusual to see that many stern pies this early on. Squad sneaking their way onto the cutoff here. Whoa! The squad just took so long to get into the building, they end up losing control of it to the stern pios. And in the north, looks like the machine gun getting some good suppression in. cblanco having a bit of trouble here in the early game. The stern pies did get forced off, and now Asher pushing onto the fuel point. Looks like this machine gun. Oh, thought he's going to make a dash for the building, instead sets up, covering the cutoff still. And here we go, got some conscripts coming across for Asher, teaming up here, assisting with the cutoff defense. And a very early mortar as well from Mixwell. Very unusual to see a mortar this early on. You're not up against any team weapons either. No maximum spam here. A little bit strange. Flame will jump into the building and does have range of machine gun there, so it has to backpedal a little bit. And the Axis finally securing control of the northern fuel. Asher setting up some sandbags on the other point. Oh, nice suppression there, close to max range, getting both of those conscripts. The flame is still sticking around though. It looks like he's crawling back, trying to get the merge off, but unable to. Moving too slowly. These conscripts trying to come around the north here. A big flank rifle grenade in from this squad, but pretty well dodged. And that is a lot of conscripts. Machine gun changing directions here though to force this way. Flamer coming in, instantly forced off and took a lot of damage there as well. These squads look like they're still behind the fence. Machine gun can't quite see it, so the machine gun's going to reposition slightly. And while all this is going on, a low health squad of conscripts doing some capping back there. Good mortar shell there. That's away one of the conscript squads. We do have medics back here for cblanco already. Same story for Asher, who's done put down the tech. And it looks like both players here going for the airborne troops commander, a little bit unusual. Because I suppose, like, you know, if you're both playing Soviets, one player could drop them in for the other. So you could both get SVT conscripts early on. If you have the munitions for it, of course. but we'll see how they get on with it. A few SVTs getting dropped in here. Back the other way, we've got a battle group down for Askim. Tier 2 down for Mixwell. It's gone for some Panzer Grenadiers now. Oh, Grenadier goes down right at the base doorstep. And it seems to me like Mixwell may be a little bit too Rifleate happy, maybe popping them off when he shouldn't be. Using those a little bit too liberally. And now Axis without any fuel control, having lost control of their cutoff. Does bode well for them. So Asher did manage to stick around long enough to put down tier 2, so as soon as he gets the fuel, he'll be able to build T70.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Looks like cblanco going for a weapon drop as well, dropping in a Dishka. Dishkas are really, really strong. Very good in machine gun on machine gun fights as well. Thanks to their damage and high suppression. MG34 for Askim here doing some good work, and the Madman, he's going for a flak half track, a rear sight. Well, he's pulling the trigger on it. Might come in a tiny bit slow, but not too bad. I need a Rakit shortly after that though, because we are getting close to the time where we could be seeing T70s. Or maybe even a quad, you know. Quad can fight pretty well against the flak half track. Oh, that is a big old blob. Molotovs from Ash, a little bit surprising. And in the meantime, these conscripts working their way around the rear of the MG34, which repositions, but a little bit too slowly. And conscripts maybe going to take control of the building. Nope. Looks like they're going for the wipe on the Sternpire. Rounds the corner here, but we got a flamer on top of the cutoff again. And down it goes. Will we see another Sternpire drop? Maybe not. Black half track arrives, does some big damage. Combat Engineer could go down now as it retreats past these two squads. And it does. Sternpire takes out straight away. In comes a flamer, forcing away Askim squads there inside the building. Let's just try to oorah forwards. Doesn't have the AT grenade though, just a bit of a bluff from cblanco. Not even ticking it either. Bad time to lose his combat engineers as well. Really needs to get his tech going at the moment. And the flak half track doing some really good work here. As I said, here comes T70. And Askim still with no Rakit, and he went for a second machine gun instead of Rakit, and that is just a horrible idea. Have to expect a T70 similar to this timing. You have a pack out for Mixwell. And here we go, T70 making tracks. It's a flak half track. And ripping into it here. Pack setting up. Flak half track trying to set up. Oh, they both end up going down, but the T70 actually gets abandoned in relatively close territory to the Axis base here. Maybe they're going to be able to get the recrew off here. A little bit unlucky there for Asher. But it was a good work from Askim moving like back towards the pack of his teammate. Keep that relevant. Maybe Asher could have come around the corner a little bit more to avoid the pack, which was kind of beside this shot blocker here, but would have had trouble getting the T70 out from that scenario. Got some guards, paratroopers coming in here. Oh, upgrade with the PPSHs here as well. And whoa, that was some big damage as they crossed the road. Now we're going to go for the steel on the MG42, maybe a bundle grenade. No, he doesn't have the munitions for it quite yet. just trying to do it with small arms alone. And unsuccessful. Here comes a stolen T-70. Going to do some damage. Just popping the AP ammo. I don't know how well they'll do against T-70 though. Well, a little bit. A little bit. Going a little bit too far forwards. Otherwise, looking to set up the double fuel control here. Currently control the south, but maybe not for long. Machine gun and Fox Grenadier down there. Targeting squads behind the sandbags, but they already reposition. Oh boy, and that is a Zis. Takes one shot at the T-70. T-70, whoa, I can't believe you got an AT grenade off there. That was super lucky. And T-70 goes down. Rifle grenade in. Ooh, and the mortar follow-up. And he gets the kill. Wow, that was a super lucky mortar shell. As they were like, they already left the cover, they were mid-retreat. In that case, you know, the mortar being a bit wayward works in the favour of Mixwell. She's trying to sneak onto the cutoff. Probably will be able to get the decap thanks to the sandbags on there. That's showing you how strong sandbags are. Whoa, Asher dropping some airborne guards. Trying to take down this pack. I'm not upgrading it with any weapons yet. And here come the Panzer Grenadiers to shut this down. Do get the decoy on it, but right beside the Axis base. Wouldn't even be able to get the steel on it thanks to the machine gun bunker covering that. A little bit of a flank here. The MG42. Sounds to me like that. They've got some PPSHs on that machine gun. That did not work out well for Askim at all. I'm missing a couple shots. That's actually Asher rebuilding a T-70. A little bit interesting. It's a mine though. And Axis getting forced almost completely off the map here. Not looking good for them. Askim having lost 2 Sternpires now. As well as the flak half track. He's struggling. But yeah, it's not just my imagination, right? I could see a couple PPSHs on that MG42. So getting the flank off on that, not actually that strong there. Oh, this is risky stuff coming all the way down here for the decap. Could very easily lose this on retreat now. First T-70 shot kind of hits the cart there, doesn't do too much damage. That was a big hit though. Okay, looks like he's going to try to set up his tech truck up here in the north a little bit further. Pretty common spot trying to cover this VP with the truck. Does leave you a little bit exposed to AT guns coming through down here. Trying to siege it though. Here comes a big old blob of conscripts, but gets suppressed by that MG34. So this Shredder should go up here. Off grenade in again. But retreats, doesn't take any damage. Got tier 3 down from Mixwell. Going for a flak panzer though, a little bit unusual. We're kind of at the stage where you might need something a bit beefier than that. Yeah, and the other way, cblanco going for a T-34, so be pretty effective at shutting down the flak panzer. Sometimes, you know, if you're going for the flak panzer, you get out super early, you're only going to be up against T-70s, it can be pretty strong, but when you're up against opposing mediums, Can be a little bit tricky. You have to be really careful about your support play, bringing AT guns nearby, having squads available for Faust, and in this case Mixwell with only one squad with the Faust. Similar story for Askim as well, so a little bit risky trying to run a flak panzer without that much snare support. Speaking of snares, grenadiers, you can see they're crouching down, almost got the snare off there. In which case the T-70 might have died. Nice attack round attempt. And Pack actually pushing up here, but I'm going to run into these SVT conscripts. Pack almost got a shot in there. Here comes the flak panzer though, opening up on these conscripts, looking for the flank. It's pretty good damage onto them. And there's this at the moment on the other side for Asher, so it doesn't have terribly good defenses up here. Almost takes down that conscript. We do have a T-34 in the north though. Let's see what that can get done. And there's this is coming across now. I'm just going to have to be careful. Yep, Pack setting up. T-34 takes one shot. Behind the trees now though. With some attack rounds missing. Nice attempt though. T-34 coming around the corner. Pack actually connects with that attack round. And some good damage in there from Mixwell. Going to slow down that T-34. No squads up here available for repairs at the moment, so that was well handled. If that T-34 got a good flank on the Pack, we completely overrun the Axis right there. Right in. Retreats to dodge. More guards coming in now as well. Which one was that? I guess that was a Telemine. A little bit unlucky for that to trigger there. And Axis struggling for territory control. Looks like they've basically given up on the south. Both players sending all of their units to the north. We do have 3 AT guns in close vicinity though. And that could make life tough for the allies because they don't have any like heavy tanks or even premium medium tanks. So a whole bunch of AT guns stacked closely together can make life very tough for those medium tanks. Speaking of, cblanco going for a second T-34 now. 3 Raketans for Askim, wow. T-70 goes down to the flak panzer AT gun combo. Got the kill. Look at this one of the Raketans. Some obers on top of the Zis. Asher not paying attention. Asher has put down 2 fuel caches, by the way. A little bit unusual. And the Zis is going to get decrewed here, it looks like. Asher now investing into a Katyusha, which is a good choice against so many anti-tank guns. And here we go, double T-34s coming in from a different angle, but double Raketans coming to meet them. Pack nearby as well. Good to see a lot of mediums going down here in short order. And after these P-Grens, don't quite get the kill there. Hide behind the building as well though, avoiding damage. Rocket run comes through. Doesn't do too much damage to the flak panzer. T-34 super low there. Raketans take care of one of them. Pack's in a bit of trouble though. I didn't even notice that's a fresh pack from Mixwell. Ends up losing it there though. Maybe covered by the Shreya. Looks like he will be. Conscripts uraying in for the AT grenades. Panzer backing away. And conscripts have to abandon the chase. Yeah, I thought I heard a howitzer from Askim. Gone for Overwatch Commander. Just targeting this area. Okay, a little bit unusual. Not too much in the area.
T-34 ready for combat.
And allies harassing the fuel once again. The T-34 coming in for cblanco. Got the Katyusha in a position, ready to fire. And this is looking like a tight cluster of infantry here. This could be a big target for that Katyusha. It's calling in the rocket run against the infantry. It's not super effective. And Katyusha on that spot as well. Wow, that was a bit of overkill. Oh, the squad here maybe forgotten about for Askim. Double Kittens here. Oh boy. And cblanco stopped right in front of them. Stonepie Shriek coming across as well. So he needs 2 more shots to kill it. Looks like that one's going to get out of range. In comes the second one, diverting a bit of fire. And got the decrew on one of the Rakitans there. Both these T-34s are quite heavily wounded after that. Stonepie will try and look for a kill on that one, but don't find it. And important for Askim to recrew this. He's got very little infantry to do that with, however. This one is falling into Soviet hands. Another Rakitin. That's this barrage onto the machine gun, good idea. And he just instantly retreats. Looks like that was a good idea though, after that second shot. Does heavy damage. Thought he might have just tried to reposition though. Oh, rough nade in. The heavy cover soaks a bit of the damage, doesn't end up getting the decrew on it.
The sector is at risk.
Another T-34 for cblanco, and same story for Asher. I'm looking forward to seeing this like mass medium tank play though. A rare sight. It's just so hard to control. So easy to lose those tanks in these kind of team game scenarios. Don't see it too often. It's much easier to just control like one heavy tank. Here we go, big Katyusha rockets. Almost takes down one of the Grenadiers. Not quite though, and the AT guns are there. 1-8 tank goes down straight away. Double packs through the center. They're getting harassed by the conscripts though. The SVT cons coming through strong. Avoid most of the damage. Oh, but the flak base there shutting it down, and flak panzer coming in close range. It's a big damage, but he's looking for the rocket run. He got the snare off. Flak panzer on the road though, a little bit too fast. Doesn't take much damage and gets out of there. So a couple tanks going down for the Allies now, whittling away at their lead. The mass AT gunplay working out well. The Allies at the moment kind of trying to target squads rather than team weapons with the Katyusha barrages as well. I think it's contributing to the success of the Axis. Asher going for a second Katyusha now. Gonna make things much tougher. Oh, really nice target weak point activation there. T-34 in trouble. Had to go for attack rounds there. Misses wildly. Tank was much slower thanks to the target weak point slow. And cblanco backing away out of the arc of fire. Oh. Mortar team in a bit of trouble, could go down here, and does.
A mortar team has been killed.
Oh, flak panzer takes one shot. Katyusha into the middle, a lot of scatter though at that range. Squad's coming around the corner, another rocket run coming through. Panzer dodges forwards though, it doesn't take any damage.
are
And the
securing
howitzer
our
fired.
territory.
It's got 5 kills. Looks like he might have hit some conscripts or combat engineers maybe. The airborne guards locking down the fuel at the moment. Some squads coming in and a T-34. Whoa. Is that just out of control? How did that die to these packs over here? That was in a safe position back there. Maybe it was a super on scattershot. But it's good they're trying to stay mobile with their T-34s here. Trying to play them straight down the middle wheel. The anti-tank guns are not a good idea. And here comes a Panzer IV for Askim. Long time coming. Oh boy. T-34's in big trouble. Gets abandoned. Wow, another Ashablois tank getting abandoned. He's not having a good run today. Airborne guards deep into enemy territory. Tried to go for a predictive bundle grenade there, but doesn't quite work out. But I think the flak panzer, yeah, and the P-Greens take care of that squad regardless. The flak panzer with the rate of fire bonus of Vet 2. Starting to spit out some crazy damage. But the Axis are about 100 VPs behind at this stage, and their map control at the moment looking quite poor. Chusha trying to target the double packs, I think. Doesn't hit too much. So far, the Katyusha usage from Asher haven't been too impressed by it. Two kills on one on the other. That is not a good hit rate considering how long one of those has been on the battlefield.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Looks like the rocket run came through to take out the recruit abandoned tank there. Once again, the howitzer from Askim, I don't know what he's targeting with it. Panzer IV on the run from this Zis. And that's going to set up under the fire of the MG34 as well. Go down pretty quickly. Almost getting decrewed here, but nice merge in to keep it on the battlefield. Now the T-34 just ripping through that MG-34, knocks it out quickly. Okay, looks like they're using the rockets here to try and siege out this tech truck with the SU-85 and the Raketen finishing the job. Those kind of forward HQs are so much harder to defend as a random team. Coordination just not quite there for the Axis, not defending that terribly effectively. But that was a pretty good strike from cblanco. You know, he brought a lot of units in there in quick succession to knock that out, not allowing much time to react. Rear sight, all 3 points neutral at the moment. Zishka and MG42 up here locking it down. We're getting there for the flak panzer as well, but the SU-85 wasn't in position to get any damage in. And P-Gren's coming in for a deep flank here. And here we go, this is a good howitzer barrage. Here we go, taking down a couple combat engineers. Could get the wipe with the P-Grens. A little bit late switching focus. Looks like they're going to get away. No, max range. There we go. I'd say that was like the first good howitzer barrage I've seen so far. Oh, Katyusha coming in. Double packs in some big trouble. Could lose both of them here, and does. That's the green light for cblanco to come back and stay aggressive after decoying both the packs. Takes down the flak panzer with the Su-85 on the focus sight mode. But in come the double Raketens from the side. Su-85 in some trouble here. And they both connect. There we go. Su-85 goes down. Pack gets recrewed as well, just in case. Katyusha try and target those Raketens, but connects a lot of rockets with the building. Doesn't end up doing too much damage because of that. Fresh Panzer 4 for Askim. Oh, freshly repaired. He didn't lose that. That's right. Fresh Su-85 coming in for cblanco. Got a Tiger out now for Mixwell. It's going to be scary for the Allies. Only one Su-85 on the field. It's one down there for Askim late on the retreat. And once again the Allies in a commanding map control situation. Can the Axis turn this one around? Okay, now he's switching. I was about to say, it'd be a good idea to try to target your howitzer. Oh, excuse me, a bit of a sneeze. To where you think you're going to need to target, even if it's still on cooldown. So there's no delays as you want to start your barrage. Oh, T-34 having some headaches with pathing. I also could easily get a whole bunch of kills here. He's running a little bit good. Scatter not hitting them too much so far. Double Raketens finding the T-34 and it goes down there. He's Shrek and the Faust enough to finish the job, and now there's this in some trouble. The Raketens are out of there. The follow-up Katyusha rockets don't hit them at all. Oh boy, and the Tiger in the middle locking that down. And all of a sudden, I think the maybe Axis is pulling ahead right here, and especially if we see another. Oh, T-34 go down for Asher. That's what I was saying. Those medium tanks are so hard to keep alive against AT guns. And we haven't seen like that many like daring all in deep flanks with the mediums. They've just kind of been used in head-on scenarios. But overall, pretty good AT gun control from Askim. You know, they've been in the right place at the right time. Those Raketens. He's dodged most of the rocket barrages in response. That's exactly what you need to be doing. Tiger taking a bit of a pounding from the Su-85 through the middle. Here comes another one, this time from Asher. P4 could go down here. No, he blitzes away to safety. Close call. Su-85 on focus sight, moving a little bit more slowly. Oh, T-34 going for the ram. Connects. Results in engine damage as well. Su-85 following this up. The rocket run doesn't hit too much. And the Su-85 pulling back now. Oh, the second rocket run finishes the job. Speaking of Su-85s. Nice attack ground attempt. Almost takes down Asher's Su-85. Here we go. The ram plus rocket run combo taking down the Tiger there. But he did a pretty good job dodging one of the rocket runs. Past the second. And what is this? A late game looks from Askim. This is just a bad idea, I would have to say. I don't know why. Did he misclick or something? Why would you be building this at this stage? This could be a big Katyusha barrage onto these AT guns. So many of them clustered up. Decent amount of damage, but not too many kills. Unlucky. artillery barrage coming in somewhere. Over here. Looks like they forced away a machine gun. Katyusha into the middle. Pegreen is not dodging at all. There they go. And they make it out alive. T-34 takes some heavy damage though. Double packs in the Faust. Just to go back for repairs. And the Axis fighting their way back into this one, but it does look like we've got a third Katyusha. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Why did the Katyushas die? When did that happen? Okay, well, maybe not a third Katyusha then, since one of them died. I didn't even notice that. T-34 in trouble with the Raketans. They just have such good rate of fire. Luckily, the attack round doesn't get through the logs there. Doesn't get the kill. Second howitzer from Askim. Whoa. Don't think the first one was that effective that you want to make a second one. He's going for the northern fuel point. Hoping to get lucky. Let's just vacate the area. Okay, here we go. Close range caddy. Ooh, nearly takes down that Pegreen. Comes to looks actually, going after the Raketin. Just to pull back though, can't do enough damage. Katyusha into this area now. Oh, two more squads nearly dead for Mixwell. But he gets out of there alive. I think so far the Axis have been getting a little bit lucky. Not losing a few more squads. So there's Katyusha barrages. Another Katyusha for Asher. T-34 coming, looking to take out the Panzer II. Did see some Raketins moving around nearby, but maybe overextending a little bit. Not in position to stop this chase. Can the T-34 finish the job though? I think he's got out of sight range. And he comes forward. Maybe spots the howitzers. You try to get the kill on this maybe. Takes engine damage for the trouble. Katyusha barrage into this area. Dropping the rocket run on the howitzer. I don't think that's terribly effective against it. And the T-34 goes down. Katyusha still alive. And that was largely unsuccessful. Big push in the north. My artillery barrage onto the Dishka. No reaction yet. So they now could lose it though. Late to react. It's decruise. Weapons still available for the regather though. Oh, cancelled that Katyusha barrage early. Whoa! Was that what killed it? Was it a howitzer counter barrage? I'm pretty sure the howitzer just killed the Katyusha on that occasion. I'm not sure about the other one though. Didn't see that many craters around. Maybe it was a howitzer barrage on that one as well. Ooh. Few barrages here and there. Axis very low on victory points at the moment. Needs to be their #1 focus, and they are
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
tunneling on that a little bit more now. Katyusha could go down there. Whoa! Maybe the Jaeger light spotting that one. Last second, the caddy gets out of there. She's firing to the middle now.
Commander abilities ready.
Only 2 volleys though from that. He cancelled that early.
Katyusha ready. Enemy forces are capturing our
And now the
supplies.
Axis with the majority of the map control. Quite a rare sight for this match. Got a double fuel, basically every important resource point under their control. Now we're seeing a some unusual base howitzer barrages there.
Our opponents are
Oh boy, what was that Raketen doing all that way? Forwards ends up turning it over. Fresh Tiger though for Mixwell. Ooh, big shot. Almost takes down the airborne guards. And the follow-up. Oh, so close. The rockets coming through. Both sides. Katyusha rockets from the other direction. Tiger with the damage engine now. Didn't take too much damage though. The kitten comes out of camo looking for the SU-85, I think. And the double AT gun's coming through the middle. SU-85 in some trouble. Raketen coming around the corner. And SU-85 goes down. Nicely executed there. Oh, we've got a ram here on the low health Tiger. But it survives. And the T-34 goes down. Comes another T-34. Running the gauntlet though. So many anti-tank guns right here. He's desperate for the Tiger kill with it though. Oh, but a few pathing hiccups and just so much anti-tank. So many AT guns. And the Sternpire Shreks there had no chance of getting to the Tiger. And that was a bit of a throw by the Allies. Just not really taking it easy. Just hoping that the ram plus rocket run combo was going to be enough to get the job done, and it wasn't. Saw a similar scenario when they tried to take down this howitzer. A little bit reckless with their vehicles. Big walking Stuka down the middle. And that means Askim basically all in on artillery. Artillery and AT guns for him. Katyusha into the middle. This could be a big one. No. Did that get cancelled as well? And they just gained a whole bunch of vet. Double Howie's coming down in the middle. Just have to be careful here. Yeah, okay, airborne guard's going down. Ooh, now the Raketen's in trouble. Stuck around for one more shot on the Tiger, but gets decrewed by the bundle grenade. And now destroyed by the Tiger. And the Allies now are way behind in army size. 50 popcap total behind. That's a big difference. All of those lost T-34s, probably the main reason. A fuel cache down as well from Mixwell. And now Askim has enough for sector assault, so if Axis do get in a bit of trouble, they can just drop that sector assault. It would be really helpful. You do need to, pay attention to the VPs, so only 37 remaining. Don't want to lose them for too long. Military barrage onto this machine gun.
Forces are attempting to capture our territory.
No dodge from Asher. At all. Could lose it. One model, super close.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Back up to Phil coming down the middle. S-35 and Rakitten are there to meet it though. No Ura from cblanco to get the... Whoa, oh boy, a whole bunch of artillery coming down. Walking Stuka barrage. Now the sector assault. And the Katyusha reveals itself firing rockets in the fog of war, gets targeted by the sector assault and goes down. And now maybe we could see the Su-85 going down as well if he gets a little bit unlucky. But it looks like the Tiger's not pushing through with this assault. Su-85 could still take some damage. Looks like they're going after the T-34 though. Never took that off focus sight mode to get it moving a bit more quickly. Shush barrage in here, but not hitting too much. Looks like the Tiger coming across this side now. Rotating as well. There's a bit of trouble with the side blockers there though. There's some range. Shows the Zis. It may be deceptive. Yeah. Range shows to be extended. Yeah, it's using the barrage. Okay, we got it quad up now for cblanco. Doesn't want to be hit by another sector assault like that again. It's a veteran 2v2 player move. I mean, yeah, maybe should have had that up already. Most of these up against Jaeger Lights and the Howitzer could read. Opponent's gone this commander, but hasn't faced them so far, so I don't blame him. He almost goes down again. Now the Axis, slowly inching their way forwards, maybe even thinking about getting a third VP under their belt. Well, he's about to tick under 200 now and don't have many signs of being able to break out of this. Slowly getting pushed further and further back. They really need the Katyusha barrages to be more effective against these AT guns. But another issue with only having access to medium tanks is you can't really bait with your medium tanks. You can't just like drive a heavy tank forwards if the AT gun's shooting at them while you line up a Katyusha barrage on them. It does make those kind of maneuvers a bit trickier. Rakitten got decrewed maybe by the Howitzer there. That one doing 33 kills, the other one 10, okay. The Su-85 for Asher. The Axis, both players close to their pop cap limits here. Rocket run from Asher, just throwing it out there on the Tiger, hoping to connect. Does not. cblanco still has a lot of munitions in the bank, could start tossing out a few of those of his own. T-34 heading to the north. We've got a fresh tech truck out here for Askim though, as well as a Rakitten. Not sure he's going to have too much success up there. More howitzer fire into the middle. There you go, T-34 takes a Raketen shot. Has to get out. Okay, this T-34 gone in deep. I think he's going after the howitzer here. This one's a little bit low in health. And no defenses here for the Axis. So here comes the infantry with the Shrek and the double AT guns with the target weak point stunning the T-34. It takes a main gun crit from the looks. Empire Shrek finishing the job. Attack round attempt with that one as well from Mixwell. He's been really good about using those target weak points. Getting the X Factor a couple times so far this match. Shoot into the middle.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Not quite killing the Dishka. Looks like it might have been targeted a little bit more deep. But yeah, Asher, getting cold feet. He saw the infantry coming, didn't want to risk losing his tank to kill the howitzer, but ultimately lost the tank anyway and didn't get any damage done. Couple packs coming down the middle. No, one of them has actually been decrewed. And here we go. We've got another sector assault coming out. cblanco does have the quad this time, but still quite a few planes. Whoa! They can do damage by landing on your tanks as well. In fact, that may even cost the T-34 its life here. But just avoids the Tiger and the pack. Okay. Well, that was some true kamikaze action. I think all the planes are gone now. And the howitzer fire super deep into Allied territory now, though. And AT guns pushing up behind this as well. Take care of the quad. Allies pushed all the way back. Taking the rocket run on top of the Tiger, briefly blocked. But coming in from that direction, the plane taking a while to land. S-35 coming forwards though into the grasp of this pack. Looking for the kill on the looks. But costs him. There's the Su-85. Katyusha's targeting the AT guns. Doesn't look like they're going to get either of them though. Allies going to go for the recrew on a couple of these decrew weapons. Or maybe not. I guess something to say about that. The Allies ticking super low on the VP score. They are desperate for the VP cap. I've seen the T-34 in, but the flak base would be able to take down T-34. I don't think the secure mode would be enough in that scenario.
Victory is slipping from our grasp. We have only 50 points remaining.
Coming through again. 17 kills, now 19. The other one with 33 still. I have to say, I did question the looks, but he managed to keep it alive quite nicely and did shut down quite a lot of harassing attempts from the Allied infantry in that area of the map. So, good on him. The dish is going down the middle for cblanco here. 25 VPs left for the Allies, and they're draining out Katyusha into this region. Scatter not working out too well, and look at that. The light artillery barrage combining with the walking Stuka, knocking out both of cblanco's machine guns. Chusha looks like it might have killed the Dishka back the other way. I don't think the Allies are going to be able to get this one done. They just don't have the units to get into the capture circles at the moment. And there we go. Calls of GG. Well, that was a huge lead that the Allies had. But they ended up throwing it away. Just a few, like slightly reckless maneuvers with their tanks, not getting much damage done, twice on this particular howitzer. They lost a T-34 trying to kill it, with no success. But just in general, you see like how hard it is trying to keep your 640 health tanks alive in these kind of team game scenarios. Die so easily. And yeah, good control of the AT guns from both Askim and Mixwell. Askim, getting them in position, doing some risky stuff with his Rickettons and finding a lot of kills with them. And Mixwell, some good target weak point action. Ultimately, they prevail in the end. About a 400 VP score deficit. That was very well done. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. And good luck.